And my ideal president is a president that does nothing. This is a classic cartoon character. We all know him, and we all love him.
I don't think so.
It's from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
I knew it.
My favorite. My favorite. I promise you guys won't know who I'm picking.
I think I know.
It is Plank.
I knew it.
Yes. Oh.
Plank is, for all intents and purposes, a piece of wood.
The average American only gets 37% of their daily potassium intake. But you're about to get 3 more here on the Peel with your boys.
I love it.
I am Peter.
I am John.
I'm John.
No, come on.
And we are your
It's Chevrolet.
Peels.
I have your peels. I have full rights to the name John on this show.
That's not fair, dude.
You know what?
I was listening to a podcast where like the host and the guest had the same name, and so they just referred to the co-host as co-host the entire time. So co-host, what do you think?
Excuse me, Jelly Boy. That's what we're calling Chev right now.
There we go. I'm good with that.
Wow.
This is not
But
cool.
yeah, so only 37% of your daily potassium normal people get.
So
Isn't that sad?
So we have a potassium deficiency in this society.
Yes.
That's why we started this thing.
That's why we're here.
This is it.
Yes, this is the only reason we started this podcast, because we knew you needed it. And now you're gonna get.
That's right.
Did you say 3% more? So they're up to 40 now.
That's right.
Hey,
Where are they gonna get? Where are they gonna get the
dude.
other 60?
You gotta
Us?
listen to like 10 more
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah, and then also you can get potassium by sharing this with your friends.
Absolutely.
Share the potassium, you know?
There we go.
Wow.
Share the love.
Wow. So, Peter, you're back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, if you
Thank you guys for holding down the
peel.
banana fort for me.
You're welcome, dude. You got demoted.
Oh,
No, actually,
it.
Chevrolet, you got promoted then demoted. You're back to junior host.
Wait, what?
that's what happens. Yeah, how do you like that?
Yeah, that's right.
No, thank you guys for holding down the fort for me. It was a great episode last week, so well done.
Thank you. We wanted to make Papa
Mm.
proud. Your Papa, I think.
Mine.
What?
Yeah, my dad's really proud.
Oh.
Oh, when you said your papa, I thought you meant like your dad.
We wanted to
I was
make
like,
your
yeah,
dad
my dad's
proud.
really proud.
He's like, well, I didn't think the Peel was going to hold together without Peter, but man, they did a good job without my son.
Wow, I think this was probably the best episode.
He texts you, Peter. He's like, I love you, but that was such a good. No, I'm just kidding. No, so if you weren't
I love
listening, Peter had COVID. How was that, Peter?
It was not fun.
No.
I couldn't do much but hang out in bed for like 5 days and just watch shows.
Wow.
Oh,
So
no.
So you
it was kind of deadening.
Oh no, you had a free vacation. Oh no,
This is terrible.
That's what I thought. Because when I get lazy, I just want to like watch YouTube or like watch a show or something.
Yeah.
And I finally had like so many days to just do that, like all day. And I was like, okay, I hate this.
Okay. Yeah. So we kind of not poked fun, but we just thought it was funny what happened. Where I was like, oh, you don't have COVID, and then and then you stop recording, you go get tested, and you have COVID.
Sure
and,
did.
And then, so I had a very busy weekend. So did Chevrolet. Chevrolet was flying all over the country. I was in New Jersey,
Yeah.
Maryland, and Pennsylvania, traveling all around. And while I was there, and I was like laughing about, we like listened to like the episode on Friday, where the last one where Chevrolet and I talked about you being sick, and I was like, oh, that's so funny, ha ha. And then I started getting sick, and my whole family got sick, and I blame you, Peter. And I'm literally just getting over being sick. I don't think it was COVID. We got tested, and it was negative, but it was horrible. So thanks a lot, Peter.
People have Zoom calls because they don't want to get COVID by being together in person. I think it still spreads.
Dude, I think that this is a conspiracy here that I fully believe. COVID can still spread through Zoom.
I think Zoom started COVID.
Amen. Wait.
Oh.
Dang it.
Wait, Chevrolet, you're not on board?
Well, I mean, I didn't buy into the stocks early enough, so yeah, I'm not on board yet.
Dang it.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, we had a good time. Besides getting
Is everyone
sick.
recovered?
Yes, everyone is now recovered, and
That's
we're
good.
we're feeling great again. But when I was in New Jersey, we went to visit some family where my wife's from. I finally went over and saw the Statue of Liberty. I've never seen it.
No way.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm sorry for the disappointment.
Yeah, I know. I know. It was nice. Okay, because everyone had told me, like, hey, be prepared. It's way smaller than you think. Like, it's gonna be it's gonna be a letdown. So I was like expecting the worst, and I got there. I was like, oh, it's exactly what I thought. It's like I'm not, it was when people said it was like it's way smaller than you think, and I was already okay, and I was like, oh, that's not bad. Like I was hoping it would be at least this big, and it was, And when we were there, and we were still feeling pretty good, I decided to be a tourist and take some pictures. My wife's like, I'll take some pictures, and because I'd never seen it, she's been there a bunch, and I decided to do the tourist thing where I was like, hey, I'm gonna put my hand out, and it'll look like I'm holding it, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like when you put your hand.
That's so corny.
Gotta do it.
So corny, dude. My wife, she took this picture, and my hand is like 2.5 feet away from the Statue of Liberty. So I'm just standing there like a buffoon, just holding my arm out.
Just holding your arm out. I love that.
She had to commit to it. It was so good.
Hey, send it over to me. I'll touch it up for you.
Thanks, buddy. She did take another one. It still looked kind of like wonky, but she did take it.
Wait, so you're like holding it in your hands?
Yes,
or
like you put your hand like
putting your hand out.
Yes. Oh my, I'm getting a call.
Okay, gotcha.
Hold on. Why? I'm so sorry.
John,
I'll cut that out.
John gets a call like once every 2 episodes.
It's true. You know what? I was just saying we'll cut it out, but we'll leave it in.
I was just listening back to our "We All Worked in a Funeral Home" episode, which is episode 7.
And you should go listen to it because
That's
all
a while
worked
ago.
in a funeral home.
And it's a gem.
It is.
But in the background, just Justin's phones are like going off like the entire episode. It's like 15
Dude,
times.
I remember that. He was like, "Yeah, I'm at my grandparents' house, and they have like 1,000 phones just going berserk." Like, bro, what is this? The Pentagon? What's going on?
I love it.
Well, it's so great to see you, Peter. This is the first time I'm seeing your lovely post-COVID face.
Thank you.
Yes.
It suffered a little bit. I haven't gotten my natural glow back to where it was.
Yeah, well, you'll get there. Don't worry. I did want to bring up one thing before we hop into our podcast topic. I did want to bring up one thing. So you guys know I enjoy movies, and
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, guys. I'm getting another call. Please enjoy this lovely music while I take a phone call from my wife who is locked out of our house.
This just means more editing.
Boo, Nazia.
Hey, let's keep screaming in John's ear as he's on this call.
Ah!
All right, we're back. And, okay, so, yes, post-COVID glow. And, are you guys still recording, right? Yeah, we're all good? Okay. All right.
Of course.
So, you guys know I enjoy movies. I used to have a pretty bad track record. But now I believe I have a very good taste in movies now. I think it is much better. And so listen, I do enjoy a good musical. I enjoy La La Land and The Heights, all these things. We watched the new West Side Story the other day. And
I watched it too.
Okay, and about 30-40 minutes into it, we turned it off. And I went on IMDb and I gave it a 1. It was so
You're so
bad,
petty with
dude.
those reviews.
It was so
wow.
bad. I hated it. I mean, maybe it doesn't deserve a 1, but I was like,
why'd you hate it that much?
I hated it, dude. I don't know what in the world happened. I just absolutely hated it. And I needed to tell the world, do not watch it. It was so bad.
That's the great thing is you gave it more of your time by like going and reviewing it and giving it a 1. That's how deep the hatred was.
Yeah, it was gonna haunt me if I didn't.
This needs to be addressed.
I'm gonna put in a call to Steven Spielberg, and I'm just gonna be like, man, what happened, dude? You used to be the best.
Let's unpack that.
He has declined.
It's sad.
His movies are just not what they were. I think the same about J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
But Steven Spielberg, it's been a while since he's had a really solid movie.
I think.
Even JJ?
Yes.
Not to it.
Because think about Knives Out. Did you guys like Knives Out?
That was JJ.
Wasn't him.
That was Ryan Johnson.
Wasn't that JJ?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
I
other guy.
take that back.
That we don't
that
talk
was a
about.
movie. Yeah. He's dead to me when it comes to Star Wars, but Knives Out was a good movie.
It's true.
Knives Out was.
That was a great one.
Wow. Well, speaking of movies, and if you saw the title today, we are going to be drafting. How do we put this?
government?
yeah, we're gonna be drafting the federal government. No, we're gonna be.
Well, usually they draft us. This time we're drafting them.
Got him. Hit him with that Uno reverse. So we're gonna be
Psych.
we're gonna be drafting TV show characters to be the president and the president's cabinet. Chevrolet, would you like to tell us what positions are up for drafting? And you don't have to explain them until we get to them.
Okay. So today we have the president, the vice president, Secretary of State,
Wow.
Secretary of Defense, and Secretary of Treasury.
Yes. So we will be drafting these and then posting them up on the good old Instagram and letting the people decide who has the best president and cabinet. Anything to say before we get started?
I think mine is probably going to destroy everyone else's.
No, guys, I'm really confident in
I
this.
have exclusively cartoon characters.
Oh, gosh.
I have one. Do you guys have backups in case we steal each
Yes.
other's? Okay, I have a few.
No, because you're never gonna get mine.
Okay. I was gonna request that I go first because I always let somebody else go first, and I really wanna secure my solid team. Are you gentlemen
Denied.
okay with
All
it?
right, Chevrolet, why don't you go
Denied.
first?
Actually, you know what? Let him. Let the man. I'll win anyway.
Okay, so are we going through all 5 first?
Yeah. Should we start?
Oh.
Should we start with the big Kahuna? Wait, what?
We should. So we're each going around like this is who I chose for president. Okay,
Yes.
in a row.
Yes. And
Okay.
yeah, Peter, have you never drafted on this show before? Jeez. Actually, you have the most draft wins. So
Okay.
Peter's the king of the draft.
So
All right.
doesn't the king go first?
You know what? You guys decide.
The king doesn't need to go first.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Okay.
I grossed myself out.
You're like, I'm ashamed of the man I've become.
All right, Chevrolet, who
All
you
right.
got?
All right.
Also,
So-
Chevrolet is he has a degree in government, something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
good
So
enough.
you're
That's
gonna
good enough.
explain each position as we go through them. What's the
Okay.
president?
So the president is the head of state of the U.S. government. Woo.
Wow, thanks, man. What is this? What's that show? The school with the.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
No, I'm talking about the cartoon where they explain the government with the Bill of Rights. and all that.
Oh, Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock. Yes.
I'm just a fool.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Schoolhouse Rock.
Okay. So this one is.
All that for a crappy.
I can't believe you guys.
Sorry. Go ahead, Sherry.
So this is a classic cartoon character. We all know him and we all love him.
I don't think so.
It's from Ed, Edd and
I
Eddie.
knew it.
My favorite. My favorite. I promise you guys won't know who I'm picking.
I think I.
It is Plank.
I knew it.
Yes. Oh.
Plank
Bro.
is, for all intents and purposes, a piece of wood.
That's
And
hence the name
honestly,
Plank.
exactly. So, in all honesty, I think about who I want as president, and my ideal president
Wow.
is a president that does nothing. That would
Okay.
probably be my favorite one,
Wow.
because I think they all do too much.
Yes.
Yeah. That's good.
What,
So this
what's,
is a good
what's,
one.
what's the kid's name that holds Plank all the time? What's his name?
Johnny.
Johnny.
It's Johnny, yeah.
Is he like chief of staff or something? Is he there like?
Yeah, he's
walking
chief of
around
staff,
with
but we didn't pick that.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
That's
wow.
amazing. I can already tell this list is gonna be legendary.
I can't.
Starting off
I
with
honestly,
Plank.
I hate to say this, but I'd like to live in a country where a plank of wood is our president. I think that
That's
would
what I'm saying.
keep us out of a lot
He
of
could
trouble.
be dictator for all I care.
I can already tell like
He won't do it.
my guys, like the guys on my list, I was like, I don't really have much of a reason other than I think they'd be good at the job. But Chevray's gonna have like these deep political like reasons for why they should
gonna-
each.
You know Animal Farm, where it's like this big allegory for like our
Yes.
society? It's gonna be like that. He's gonna have all these.
Chevrolet
deep
put
things.
hours into this list.
It's his dissertation.
I wrote a dissertation. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So
ahead,
my, I don't know why I just decided to go second. But,
Oh, you're up.
So my president, and I wish that our boy Josh Smith was around to appreciate this because I don't know if you guys
Oh,
will
no.
as much. But I chose for president from the show The Walking Dead, Rick Grimes.
Hold on. You watched The Walking Dead?
I did watch The Walking Dead.
I didn't know
I didn't know
that.
you watched.
Yeah,
The
I did. I did in
Wow.
college. Yeah, yeah. Josh and I watched
Is-
it, and
Is that the real gruffy guy? Like,
he's
he's our
the
scruffy?
main. It kind of sucks. You guys don't even know who it is.
Wait,
Wow,
wait,
Peter.
what's The Walking Dead?
Walking Dead. Is that a funeral home show? Is that what
yeah,
it's
no,
about?
basically. So it's a show about zombies, but they're never called zombies in the
Wow.
show.
Oh,
But-
TM.
Rick Grimes is the main character, and he is legendary. He is like the coolest guy, and he goes
He
from
was-
like waking up he went into a coma or something and woke up in the middle of the apocalypse, but he like immediately just like the leadership that he has. I'm like, this guy knows how
Oh,
to
okay.
lead.
I know who you're talking about.
He's gonna lead this
I looked him
country. USA, baby.
USA. If the zombies ever attack, we are in good hands.
You're dang right.
Under-
How are we with a
I
plank
think
of
Blake
wood?
would do
Yeah.
good for that. I think you do pretty
Are you
good,
kidding
man.
me? What's a zombie gonna do to a plank of wood?
He helps us.
That's right. You can't
Yeah.
kill it.
That's true. That's true. He's already.
Wow.
You can't kill. It's already dead.
He's
Dang.
immortal.
He got me there. He's immortal.
He can't be
Oh.
beat, bro.
He can't be beaten. He'll never die in office. He'll be there forever. Let's go.
I love it. Who you
All
got,
right.
John?
Well, all right. I'm gonna go with my number one pick because I have two. But I think this one's gonna be much better. So, I too, like Chevrolet, would like a president who would not do anything at all, except I don't really want to put my beloved country in the hands of someone without hands and or a brain. For that matter.
wow.
And
Yikes,
I'm
dude.
gonna go with a man who truly is just amazing.
I already know.
I don't think you do.
I
And
feel like I do.
okay, how about you tell me who is it?
It's that one dude, the libertarian.
Oh,
dude.
dang it!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Dang it. Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. My man, he's got a great mustache, a great head of hair. He loves bacon and eggs, and he hates to talk to people, and he hates the government, and he literally is going to do nothing except I think that if zombies came or if, we get bombed or something like that, at least we have somebody that kind of knows what he's doing. He's a tough guy, I think he would be great. He believes taxation is theft, which, I'm not saying I agree with that, but I don't want to pay taxes. So, you know what I mean?
I would
I-
not want to be an invading country if Ron Swanson was president.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would be very terrified if I was anyone that trying to come against Ron Swanson. So that is my
Wow.
pick. President Swanson, baby. Let's go.
That's
I'm
good.
impressed, but I absolutely knew that was coming. Like,
No,
Jeff
I
no.
so knew that was
Are you
coming, dude.
serious?
Yes,
My-
100%.
My backup was Jay Pritchett from Modern Family, but
Yeah, I would
Naz,
never
you have a
guess that
list of
one.
like 5 guys that you would like use in any situation.
first of
Like-
all, excuse me.
They're all
And
interchangeable.
I'm not gonna
It's
list
6,
them
it's
because they're
6.
probably on your cabinet.
No, you know what? You know what? I guarantee you they're not. I'm willing to make a bet right here and now on the podcast, on air, that there is not a single one I had to look.
You had to
would-
double check.
that you could guess.
How much we talking here?
Let's see. I will take an ice bath. I don't know.
Wow. Like, you're-
I don't know.
I will,
Stakes
I will
really
do
high.
something embarrassing.
And
Chevrolet,
if
think of
I
something.
lose, I'll admit that I was
Okay.
wrong.
That is
Even
That's a
the
deal.
worst
That's a deal.
Stakes. All right. Who's vice president?
I got you. I promise you won't know this one either. It's coming from left field. Are you ready?
Okay.
You guys know that
Wait,
wonderful.
explain who the vice president is. I'm sorry.
Oh, fine. So the vice president is basically.
This is why you got a degree in this for the peel.
So basically, the vice president is a guy who does nothing.
A guy? Really?
Oh
Or a
wow.
girl.
Hey, come on, man.
Jeez, Chef.
Jeez, dude.
Okay, I'll have to
Are
cut
you
that
trying to
out.
get us canceled out here?
Oh, dude, my bad.
You just start from the top, please.
Hey guys, welcome to
Yeah.
Weekly Peel. All right, continue. It is a person.
It is a person. Yes.
the vice president.
That basically does nothing unless the president dies.
Wow. Amazing.
Facts.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
is
basically
that,
it.
Is that why you spent a ton of thousands of dollars to get a degree so you could tell us that?
Yes, and that's why I'm
Thank
going
you.
to go back for more.
Okay. All right.
I really want
right.
it to be Johnny.
No.
No, it's
Alright.
actually just all plank.
All right, go ahead. Go
No.
ahead.
So it is from the show Chowder. You guys remember Chowder?
Oh my gosh, dude,
Yeah.
Chowder
So-
is such a good show.
It is the legendary Schnitzel. I can't even pronounce it.
So legendary.
Schnitzel. Oh no.
He who shall not be named.
He's the classic guy who's just, he has a way of words and he just always says rada. Rada, rada. And I look at him and he's just a kind, compassionate thing.
Wow.
Mm.
Not sure what he is, but he is a thing. He's compassionate and he has just a way with words. He's poetic, and he is a wonderful cook.
Wow. That's everything you need in a vice president.
Well, honestly, yeah, because like I said, the vice president literally does nothing.
Yes, but why does a vice
For
president
most-
have to cook? I'm gonna push back on this. Shepard. That's a
Oh.
terrible pick.
Why? Okay, it's called self-sufficiency. If you're not able to be self-sufficient, how are you going to be able to lead a country if the president is dead?
Your president
Makes
is a
no
plank of
sense.
wood.
Okay, but and what happens if Plank, I don't know, goes to the wood chipper? What happens
No, I'm
then?
saying you're talking about self-sufficiency. It's a plank of wood.
I'm talking about Schnitzel.
What? Oh my gosh.
That was the best argument I've ever heard. You're talking about self-sufficiency. I'm talking about Schnitzel.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
Rada,
my
vice
ears
president.
hurt.
Oh man. All right, Peter. Who do you have?
All right, so what I want, picturing myself as president, who do you want as your vice president? You want somebody that is going to be there with you through thick and thin. He or her has your back, and just whatever happens, you know that they're with you. Strong leader as well. And
Wow.
that is why I have chosen Dwight Schrute to be my vice president.
Wow.
That's
Think
terrible.
of how he stuck by Michael, even when it didn't make sense. He had a leader that didn't know what the heck he was doing, but he stuck by this man, and he's gonna do the same for my president, Rick Grimes.
Dang. That's a good combo. Cuz I feel like your guy, from what I understand, is very tough, like I don't know. I feel like he's like everything Dwight Schrute actually wants to be.
Oh yeah,
So I can
absolutely.
I can get behind this.
Right.
Dwight Schrute was on my list. Not he was a backup. So
Oh,
I like it, Peter.
There we go.
I could get behind a Grimes Schrute ticket, but
Wait, what about mine?
no.
a plank
All right,
schnitzel ticket. Just sounds great.
Dude. Okay. I have one that's very similar to yours, Peter, but I'm not gonna take it. And I'm already tilting because I have somebody that I think would be a no. I know who I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna go with Reba McEntire from the show Reba, because
The show what?
Reba. Have you ever seen Reba?
I have not.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, she essentially kind of sort of plays herself ish. I don't know, but she is a hard work. She's a single mom who works too hard, loves her kids,
And never stops.
She's a survivor. That's a theme song, Chevrolet. So, she is a singer. She is a homemaker. She is a businesswoman.
Mm.
She is going to be a fantastic vice president under Ron Swanson because
Wow.
she's tough and she's always ready. And she has a good heart, like Schnitzel. I'll give you that, Chevrolet. So that is
That's
my
right.
pick, Reba McEntire. from
Dang.
Reba. And she loves the country. You know what I'm saying? She's like so in love with America. It's great.
She's red hair,
Yeah.
so patriotic.
Wow. She has a southern
Unique.
accent. That's always a plus. That's
Dude.
right there.
That's
all you need.
America right there.
Let's just play the national anthem real quick.
So this is the Swanson McIntyre ticket.
Oh yes.
I love it. That was such a great pick, honestly. I never would have thought of that.
Yes. I did. I'm not gonna say who else I have on there,
Whoa.
but that's okay.
Yeah, we'll save that.
Yes. All right.
Thanks for
Secretary
affirming
of-
my pick, guys.
Nope. Shit, Ray, I'm not gonna lie, yours are probably the funniest for sure. Like 1,000%.
No, they're serious.
You got
Alright,
for
go ahead.
Secretary of State.
Yes, and please
Okay.
explain.
Okay. So Secretary of State basically is in the cabinet of the U.S. and
No, I had no idea.
the presidential cabinet. Sorry. And they basically work with everything regarding foreign policy, and in terms of like presidential line of succession, they basically are first. Well, after the vice president, I think it's them.
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House, and then
Yes.
Secretary of State for the first person as the cabinet.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
let's
it
just
is.
take a few moments and dissect the federal government. Go ahead.
All right, page 1 of my dissertation.
Oh my All right. who do you have?
Methodology. No, so this one is another classic, and it rhymes with croissant.
How do you say that again?
Croissant.
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 Oh,
Okay.
is it? Oh, I'm not gonna say it, but is it from Jimmy Neutron?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The Secretary of State that I chose is none other than Carl Weezer.
Come on,
Hi,
baby.
Jimmy's mom.
And you want to know
Whoa.
why?
That's the first time I
Ladies
ever
and
tried it. I
gentlemen,
wasn't
that
too
was
bad.
not an audio clip we
Wow.
played. That was John Maziot.
Thank you. I've never tried it before. Go ahead.
Definitely wasn't practicing in the mirror this morning.
Told my list ahead of time.
All right, go ahead.
So I chose Carl because, man, what a man's man. First of all,
The
I just have
ultimate
to put
man.
that out
The
there.
ultimate man.
Exactly, his physique,
That's how
his
you start.
his heart, his
hair.
intelligence, his
Wow.
passion,
His
especially
asthma.
for Carl's mom,
The-
or
Jimmy's mom.
Jimmy's mom.
How dare you?
All those things I think are just really, really good for what
Wow.
I'm looking at for Secretary of State.
That's amazing.
What's his obsession? It's like
llamas?
llamas? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So he's very big in conservation, which is
Wow.
an important aspect
Okay.
of the U.S. foreign policy.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was just gonna say that.
I love it.
Wow,
That's
that's
so
a good one.
All right. So for my Secretary of State under Rick Grimes and Dwight Schrute, I have none other than Mr. Spock from Star Trek.
Oh, okay,
that's good.
Right?
That's
So
not bad. Not
you
bad.
think
not
about
bad.
Spock, think of a more stoic man than Spock. He knows what he's about. Right?
That's true.
He's
That's
not going to
true.
lead you down the wrong path.
I will say, can I just interject something really quick? I can think of a more stoic person, and that is Planck. But continue.
Oh,
Just-
well,
okay.
Good point. Good point.
No, go continue.
So that's why I chose him.
Wow.
I've never seen
Oh,
Star.
that's so good.
I've never seen
He's
Star
very-
Trek. But I've seen the show. I've seen the
You're
movies,
like,
but
you're like, that guy has interesting ears. He kind of seems like he's diplomatic. Sure,
oh
we'll go
yeah,
with him.
you know, he's diverse in
Yes, wow.
his body's layout in terms of the ears.
Wow. In terms of the ears, he has two, and they're pointy. Wow.
He can relate to different parts of the world.
Wow.
Every nationality can see themselves in this one man, and that's how he's going to relate to them and bless the world
Wow.
That's
through
good.
our country.
Wow, that's great. Honestly, I did think about Spock for this role. I did.
Oh,
He's very diplomatic. You know, he's got a good head on his shoulders. So good pick.
that's right.
Okay, so I have 4 for this one, but I have one that really stands out. Secretary of State, I always think has to be somebody that's very very diplomatic, very well spoken, can relate to very well with many cultures, and I am gonna kill my phone. I got another call.
I can't believe you, man.
It's a
There's this thing
scam,
called
too.
"Do Not Disturb." You know.
Yeah, I'm about to put that on. Jeez Louise, man.
Squeeze us in here, man.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, very, diplomatic, very can relate to many different people, and at times might have to diffuse some tension, things like that. So I went with the man himself, Cosmo Kramer. From Seinfeld. Listen, you might think, okay, like Kramer, isn't that the guy with the crazy hair that always like shakes around violently? Yes, it is. and you would be right. But this guy,
and it's intentional.
No, it is intentional. Think about it. If you look through Seinfeld, you get to see him, being just very friendly with all these different sort of cultures and stuff, and he knows all these different languages. The Soup Nazi, that episode, it all worked out because of him. He's very diplomatic. He's very surprising. He always rises to the occasion. And I think there is nobody I'd rather have handle our foreign policy than Kramer from Seinfeld. Okay, I'm going to stick by that one. That's just...
I thought about Seinfeld, and I was like, do I want to pick anybody from here? And I just thought about them in government. And I said no. I'm going to go with no.
I thought about George, and I'm like, George would start so many wars.
He would.
Start screaming at them. Why did you look at me like that? Huh? Oh, man. Yeah, so Kramer is my pick for Secretary of State because he's surprising.
Because you never know what you're going to get.
Never know what you're going to get.
You want.
Yes.
Out of your government.
That unpredictability.
No. He always diffuses tension. Always, Not a better man in this world than Cosmo Kramer.
Can't think of one, man.
Oh, man.
I love when you clearly start a sentence and don't know where it's about to go, but still finish it.
Say, stop exposing me here, all right?
I've done that like 10 times already this episode.
Oh,
so,
yeah, absolutely. That's what really talking is. You just start conversation. You start sentences and you don't know where they're gonna go.
It takes talent to finish a good sentence.
Yeah, it does. All right, Trevor.
That's right.
Who do we have next?
All right. So the next person on this list is the Secretary of Defense.
My piece.
Another dude, or another human or thing that is in the president's cabinet.
We're joking, but Chevy is drafting a bunch of really diverse picks. A plank of wood, a monster, a
Carl
Weezer.
Carl Weezer. Lover of the band Weezer.
Wow. All right, who do you have? We always interrupt Chevy. Go ahead, Chevy.
It's so true.
So Secretary of Defense. Did you just do that?
Go ahead. Just keep going.
Secretary of Defense is in the federal cabinet and basically is second to the president in terms of the military and chain of command.
Yeah. Wowza.
So for this one is a classic pick.
If you might
an expected pick. A resounding positive, resoundingly amazing.
I am getting chills right now.
It's going to be the worst pick ever.
It is Plank. No.
Plank's mom.
So the tree.
Yoke.
So it is from Regular Show.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Wow.
It is none other than Skips.
Dude, he's on my list.
Yes. That was like a 1 minute intro to that one.
Bro.
So I chose Skips just because of, if you've seen the show, you can just look at him.
He's a beefcake.
It's true.
He is a beefcake. And the second thing I would like to point out is he fought the Grim Reaper or
death.
It
was death.
He literally fought death in an arm wrestling match and won.
It's true.
So if anyone wants to fight me on this pick, you lost.
Well, you got a point because he's immortal, right? So he's already lived through all these world wars, and he's probably seen a thing or two.
True.
I'm big on immortal characters, apparently.
Dude, this administration will never die, except for Carl. But
No. That's incredible.
That's okay. It was third on my list for this one. I have a lot of options for this one, but it was on there. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about defending the
motherland.
motherland, our democracy, our constitution,
Wow.
Yes.
our land. And so for this
No,
reason,
keep going.
Our finances,
soil,
our children, our church, our associations,
Our McDonald's.
I don't want to go too far with this character.
our
I
right to
also,
live the way.
Okay.
I think this may be Maziot. Is your pick a cartoon as well?
Yes.
I think I may have your pick,
I don't think so.
and I'll be so
Maybe.
excited
No.
because for Secretary of Defense, I have chosen Rick Sanchez.
No. Well, now my pick.
Can you just be excited about my pick for a second?
Okay, sorry. Yes. Oh man, I'm so happy. Let me tell you about my
Rick Sanchez.
That's a good one.
We don't need an army. We have Rick. Do you understand this?
It's
Think about another invading
It's true.
nation. Rick has already like gone back in time, or he's gone to another dimension and just gonna pull out their tanks and crap and all this space technology.
True.
I feel bad for any invading nation
It's
with Rick
true.
Sanchez as our Secretary of Defense. That's all I'm
Wow.
saying.
Secretary Sanchez. I love it. That is a very good one. I
Thank
did
you,
think
thank
about
you.
it, but I will say I didn't put him on my list because I always pick the same 5 characters. Oh man, dude, Rick would smoke anybody. You're right. We wouldn't need an army anymore. We would just need Rick. It's
Smoke
great.
anybody, even
Yeah.
your pick.
No.
Oh.
No, not mine. Listen, I too have chosen a cartoon character. And I want you gentlemen to close your eyes and to picture a world. You don't have to actually close your eyes, although it would be nice. Picture a world when you were a child, an adolescent, and you came home and you watched Nickelodeon. Chances are you saw one of 2 shows, if this was towards the end of your adolescence. Either SpongeBob or Fairly Odd Parents. And if you watch Fairly Odd Parents, you know exactly who my pick is. Because I'm going for Secretary of Defense. Jorgen
yes.
von Strangle, dude. Oh my word.
Wow.
What? What do we even want?
I was thinking Doug Dimmadome.
No, he was almost
That's where
on
my mind
list.
went immediately.
No, Jorgen von Strangle, dude. This guy is already in he has the army boots. He's in camo. He is the magical enforcer of all. He has the rules. He's basically Arnold, he's basically Arnold Schwarzenegger, except he's Jorgen von Strangle, which is even better. He's about, 80 feet tall. He's jacked. He can command an army. We're not going to lose to anybody. And I would actually really like to see a fight between Rick Sanchez and Jorgen von Strangle.
You know what I was gonna say? This is random, but I was gonna say all of our Secretaries of Defense have white hair, but then I was like, oh, Rick actually has blue hair.
But it's
But-
supposed to be gray.
Boo.
Oh,
So
oh.
because he's like blue hair, that's like a term for older folks,
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know
So-
that. So that's
Yes,
my
sir.
pointless contribution to this go round.
We all chose the old men. Wait,
Yeah.
who was yours again, Chevrolet?
Skips.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
so
you're right,
offended.
you're right. How dare
Skips,
you.
bro. He
That's a good
literally beat death. Like, I don't know what you want.
Wow.
Oh, I could travel to different dimensions. Or, I'm massive and command armies. Oh, well, I beat
Okay,
death.
I have a question.
There's only one other
Can-
person I can think who
can
did that.
No, you gotta say. You gotta say. Well, okay. I have a question. Has Jorgen von Strangle ever died? No. There
Yeah,
you go.
and guess what's going to happen to him eventually?
He's a magical fairy. What do you think is gonna happen to him? Nothing.
Die.
No.
Did Skips
Can
ever
show
die?
me-
No.
No.
No. Wait. Well, technically, listen. I'm gonna pull out a technicality here. If you watch
Wrong.
the end of the show, you realize that this like universe has just like gone, and then it's gone through all the years, and then it's reset, and so he died like 1,000 times over. So how about that?
Whoa.
But he can't. But he's
Yeah,
still
that's right.
alive.
No, but you know what? So is everybody else. So he's no more special than you or me. Except he is a skipping monkey that can talk and is immortal.
And skip.
Yes, that's true. All right.
Okay.
Well,
Last
who's our
category.
last? This is my favorite one, I got to say.
This is
Wow.
probably my weakest pick.
Dude, I'm surprised. Go ahead.
So, Secretary of the Treasury is in the cabinet of the president again, executive branch.
This is good.
And as
Take
you
notes, take
are,
notes.
as you should be surprised, it talks about money, and that is what that's what their job is.
My mind is blown right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right.
So
Yeah, that'll
my
happen.
pick.
Yeah, it's the government. What do you expect, man? Come on, jeez. Sorry.
So mine is from SpongeBob, and it's a safe pick.
Dude.
It's a safe pick.
My second choice.
It is none other than Mr. Krabs.
What?
Yep.
What if I said Pearl?
Oh,
You-
Patrick Star.
You put so much thought into this.
Wow.
Yep. And anyone who grew up and had a life, I don't think I have to explain my pick.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember
Money,
when
money.
didn't he drop money? Didn't he drop a penny or a dime down or a nickel? It was a nickel down a drain and he wouldn't let it go and his arms got stuck. You remember that? Yeah. I've been actually.
He also
watching
tied
more
it
SpongeBob.
He also tied it on a coin.
Oh,
and then
yes.
kept on taking it.
In the
Okay,
vending
good.
machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great
Wow.
one. It's my second choice.
Dang. Well, for mine, my final to round off my cabinet, Secretary of Treasury, I've chosen a man who will not let a single dollar go missing.
I really hope you didn't choose mine.
The Master of Finance from The Office,
Oh.
Oscar Martinez.
Ooh. That is good. That is good.
He won't let $1 go missing.
Or what is that? He wouldn't let a what's that number that Kevin made up? A Clevin?
Not one Clevin will slip from his sight.
Not one Clevin. Wow, dude! If somebody can balance a budget, it's Oscar Martinez.
That's true. My
Or
favorite
Bill Clinton.
Oscar. My favorite Oscar quote.
These here plantations
Oh,
running low on greenbacks.
oh my gosh, bro! That is, I love it.
Not
So
one
good.
greenback
Not one.
will go missing.
Are we sure we know what that means? I don't.
I hope it means $1. If it's something else,
No,
I'll
it's,
look
it's
into it.
$1.
Okay, good. It
It's a
sounded a
dollar.
little interesting. All right, well, thank you, Chevrolet. Listen, Chevrolet, do you have your wallet?
Not on me.
Dang it! I was gonna do a whole thing. I was
You're
gonna
not
ask
gonna
you to
ask
pull out your
me?
wallet and show us who's on your card
Oh.
because my pick is the
This
ultimate money man. Who you were talking about not letting a dollar slip away?
This
he
is
knows
so
how
good.
much.
Gum.
He knows how much every
This is
bit
so-
of
I'm
everything
toast.
costs in his house. Like
We're done, Chev.
that's 18 cents of butter. that's $1.50 worth of Starburst. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy knows everything. And that is Julius from Everybody Hates Chris. This man is the ultimate. It is literally Chevrolet has a debit card with his face on it because it's well, first of
credit.
all,
It's
credit. He's Terry Crews, first of all. Second of all, he's Julius, man. Come on. Dude, Julius is the king of money.
He's gonna look at all this government spending and just
Dude.
give him that stank face, and it's done.
Exactly. He's gonna be like, you know what? He's gonna be like, really? You spent $18,000 worth of blah, 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 whatever, $18,000 worth of cupcakes? Really, government? No. How about we get out of debt?
Dang.
That's $427 billion in broken roads.
This man is the king. I'm willing to. This was the first pick I came up with, and I was like, this is gonna win if Chevrolet doesn't take it.
I'm blown away. You guys,
That's a
you guys
that's a
way
dub.
outpicked me. I'm willing to say.
I don't know, dude. You have some big names on yours.
So let's run through one by one. So Chevrolet, what were
Okay.
your five? Your big five?
So my president was Plank. My vice president was Schnitzel. My secretary of state is Carl Wieser. Secretary of defense is Skips. And secretary of treasury is Mr. Krabs.
Wow. All right,
Blown
Peter,
away.
who do you have?
President Rick Grimes, Vice President Dwight Schrute, Secretary of State Spock, Defense Rick Sanchez. I'm most proud of that one. Secretary of the Treasury Oscar Martinez.
Wow. All right, we have President Ron Swanson, Vice President Reba McEntire, Secretary of State Cosmo Kramer, Secretary of Defense Jorgen von Strangle, Secretary of Treasury Julius.
Wow. Such
Amazing.
a diverse group. So what do you guys have
is.
any honorable mentions?
Oh man, do
I'll-
I?
Oh gosh.
I'll kick off with mine. So I had Velma Dinkley as a backup.
Okay.
I forget what
for who?
category.
Oh.
I think it was one of the ones we cut out, like Homeland Security or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
We had a much bigger list.
I had Gus Burton for man. My picks really suck in comparison
I
to
don't even know
yours.
who that is. No.
It's from Psych. You've seen Psych.
Oh, I
Yeah,
have. I have.
Psych.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. That's a good one.
And then lastly, Optimus Prime.
What?
For
Why?
defense.
I was gonna say
for
president. I was
Treasury.
gonna say president, dude.
Oh,
We-
okay.
No,
this guy
Treasury,
can give a
dude.
mad, rousing speech.
But have you ever seen what he can do with $1?
And then Phil Coulson. I forgot to say that.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Was he Secretary of State or Defense?
State.
Ah, okay. Chevrolet, do you have honorable mentions?
I have only one because I was so
He's
sure.
so
of my
confident.
picks.
We should
I
have picked
knew
all
that
of them.
no one was gonna grab them. But my Secretary of Defense, I had a backup, and it was Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
That is a really good one.
Dang.
That's
Oh,
a really good one.
dang. You're just
Dang.
flexing on us today,
I
Chef.
know. All right, so my president I had as a backup Jay Pritchett from Modern Family. Vice president I had Jim Halpert from The Office. Phil Dunphy from Modern Family. Secretary of State I had Mike Baxter from Last Man Standing. And then I had Lillian Mosby from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh, Lillian Mosby.
And then Secretary of Defense, Dwight Schrute was a backup. Skips was a backup. Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine was a backup. And Chief Wiggum from The Simpsons was also a backup.
Chief
and
Wickham.
then Mr. Krabs was my backup Secretary of the Treasury.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, I had a backup president.
Who
I
was it?
found this. It was Ed. So the really stupid one.
Again, just a big allegory.
Incredible.
All right, you guys ready to say some thank yous?
That's right.
So let's say thank you to Plank for being the best president we could possibly have that doesn't talk, think, or breathe.
I would like to thank Schnitzel. Sir, I'm blessed by you, and I just have to say, rada rada rada
Wow.
rada rada.
Wow.
You know, I want to say thank you to Terry Crews for being such an inspiration to a whole generation of millennials and teaching us the proper way of finances.
Wow.
And the fact that
He's
spilled
gonna
milk
go on
is 64 cents. And to not spill that milk.
Wow. Is that it? Looked like you
Yeah,
had
that's it,
more.
bro.
Oh, okay. I
Nope,
couldn't
that's
tell. Wow. I would like to say thank you to Carl Weezer for saying hi to Jimmy's mom. Classic.
Amen.
I would also like to thank Carl Weezer for having the physique that would lead our country to victory.
I too want to say thank you to Carl Weezer for his physique and the fact that he looks like a Greek god.
I would like to say thank you to you two gentlemen for exposing me and saying that
Aw.
I only have this is not a good thing. Only that I have 5 picks and that I don't know what I'm thinking about before I say it. And I'd like to thank you, the listeners. We'll see you next week. The best part was I had no idea what I was gonna say there.
Dude, that was a total George Costanza ending, the way you were just continued screaming it.